This edition of Diya TV Spotlight is brought to you by Allstate. Hamare haath, aapke saath.
You've worked hard to build a good life. Allstate will work hard to protect it. Not only can an Allstate agent help protect your car, they'll also reward your safe driving. Only Allstate sends 2 safe driving bonus checks a year for avoiding accidents.
हमारे हाथ आपके साथ.
The vitriol and rancor outside of the California State Republican Convention nearly matched the jabs levied during the campaign itself.
Donald Trump is trying to perpetuate the biggest fraud in the history of electoral politics.
You are the single biggest liar. You probably are worse than Jeb Bush. You are the single biggest liar.
In what has been a historic race for the White House, that some might say for the wrong reasons, California for the first time in decades is relevant during the primary season. With every delegate crucial, all 3 GOP candidates came to the Bay Area to shore up their bid to be president. But all eyes were on the frontrunner, Donald Trump. Trump catalyzed hundreds of protesters upset with his proposed immigration policy. They blocked the hotel entrance, forcing Trump to take an unconventional route to his stump speech.
Oh boy, I felt like I was crossing the border, actually.
Trump did not get into specifics on policy, nor did he attempt to make nice with his opponents on this day.
The politicians are very smart, you'd be amazed. But a lot of people ask me, how come they do these things? And it's largely because of the donors and the special interests, and I'm self-funding my campaign. So that's a big, big difference, okay? Nobody's going to tell me what to do.
But he's clearly tapped into a mass of people that have long felt ignored by Washington and their own party.
I have been a Republican for a long time, but when I heard Trump speak, it was, he's really unifying everybody. Democrats, independents, unregistered folks, and even Republicans who've maybe lost interest with the party.
The party is going through a realignment.
Newly elected Republican National Committee woman Harmeet Dillon says she will back the party's nominee, despite for some calls within the party to broker a candidate this July in Cleveland. She looks at this process as an opportunity to expand the GOP's base.
We're hoping that we will be able to convert Democrats and independent voters over to our side with the right candidate. Shortly
after Trump left the stage, the protests ended and the tempo of the convention changed entirely.
Working together, America's always been stronger.
John Kasich, the Ohio governor, positioning himself as a moderate alternative, made the case Trump will get blown out in the general election and that he's the only GOP candidate that can beat likely Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton.
The reason why I can do better in the general is because I haven't practiced the politics of negativity. The independent voters, the blue-collar conservative Democrats, those are people I can win.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz and his newly announced running mate Carly Fiorina held court on day 2 of the state convention.
And if we unite, we will win this primary, we will win the general, we will beat Hillary Clinton.
While in second place, time is running out on Cruz, who brands himself as the only true conservative in this election. Thus, California will be his final chance to preclude Trump from locking down the nomination.
I believe it will be California that makes the decisive decision, sending us to a contested convention.
For party insiders, the competition has brought renewed interest in the GOP, even bringing left-leaning Indian Americans into the fold. So this election season could have lasting resonance, according to former Silicon Valley congressional candidate Vanila Singh.
California has been a very quiet state, and that has probably led to a complacency here. So getting energized, having a voice in it will hopefully bring people out of the woodworks and take part in the process.
Once the primary battles are sorted out, Democrats and Republicans will finalize their nominee in July. But there's no telling what's in store between now and then.